All right, so I want to set up today's tip. I'm going to be doing this tip in PHPStorm, but it really applies to whatever editor you use. I'm sure there's a similar thing that you can do in VS Code or whatever you happen to use. But here's the scenario. So the tips that I write for our Laravel newsletter, which you should check out at masteringlaravel.io, they start their life as a Markdown file. And because I'm writing about code, often my Markdown will include a PHP code sample or maybe XML or something else. And because it's in a Laravel app, I want to use features like route helpers to link to other tips or to link to a call to action to sign up for something. So how can I do that? Because PHPStorm knows that like a Blade file contains PHP, so it will highlight both of those kinds of things. But it doesn't know that I'm out here writing Blade in a Markdown file or PHP in a Markdown file. So how can we do that? I'm going to just show, first of all, like here's an example of a route. And you can already tell like the syntax highlighting does not look right. And even worse, if I'm trying to type this, like I don't get any help from my editor. I don't get any autocomplete, anything like that. But what I can do is I can toggle the editor's quick actions. And if I just type in file type, I see one of the options is to override file type. So I'll do this and I'll just start typing for Blade. And now that I do that, as soon as I start typing, I get my autocomplete, right? I get my route helper. I get a list of the routes in my application. This route takes a parameter that gets automatically highlighted for me, and then I can paste in the slug. So that gives me that Blade editing experience I'm used to. Same thing would happen if I toggled PHP mode. And then when I'm done, I can just say revert file type override, and I'm back to Markdown. So I'm back to the normal Markdown editing experience. So this is a really useful tip if you're kind of straddling two different file types that PHPStorm or your editor don't normally expect to see together, but it works really nice for my use case, and I think you'll find it useful too.